So far, there have been 301 cast members of the television show Survivor. A small handful have come from here in Wisconsin. Sue Hawk and Dirk Bean from the show's first season in Borneo, Leanne Slabby from the show's Vanuatu season, Tina Shear from the Panama season, for the record she was the first one voted out, and Waukesha native Erinn Lobdell, who came in third in season 18, shot in the Brazilian highlands of Tocantins. Earlier this week, I had a chance to sit down with Erinn and talk about this year's All-Star Heroes vs. Villains edition of Survivor. In today's part 2, we continued our conversation by talking about a castaway not only on this season's All-Star edition, but someone Erinn got to know very well from her time in Brazil, her Timbira tribe castmate, the always colorful, controversial, and never at a loss for words, adjectives, or an elaborate story, Coach.
You had the line of Tocantins, and I'm going to ask you to recreate it as much as you can channel going back to that time when we were all wondering the same thing. And you asked the question for all of America.
Who is this jackass?
I'd love to be the leader. That's what I'm used to doing. I plan on day one to take the leadership role.
We're not out here to have a coach. We don't need one.
He's not always the best at what he's coaching, but he thinks he knows the most.
Coach is just the biggest joke on the planet.
Erinn has said Brendan is a better leader, but she doesn't know what she's talking about. We get rid of Erinn because she's a cancer. Boy, I mean, talk about cancer. Erinn's a cancer of the tribe. The cancer will ruin the tribe. I'm not suggesting that I'm the leader, but as we all know, a team's only as good as its weakest player. If you look at me, you look at Brendan, who looks stronger? I do. I have been forged like an iron thrown into the fire and coming out unshakable, unbreakable, invincible like a sword.
Who is this jackass?
And who is Coach? Who is Ben Wade? Because they're two different people.
They absolutely are two different people. Ben Wade is a really interesting and eccentric and kind of sensitive guy. He's got a lot of different interests. He is a soccer coach. He's a symphony conductor. He's a classically trained trumpeter.
I think that's right. No, I think it's trumpeter. We'll go with trumpeter.
Yeah. But he's done a lot of really cool things, and he kind of he just has a lot going on, and he's really a well-rounded individual. He's got great stories, but in coach, they add up into one lunatic of a dude. And it can seem really all over the place, and it can seem really exaggerated, and he really finds the very most eccentric parts of his personality, and he just expands on them and expands on them and expands on them, and it's like he becomes caught up in his own character when he's living out in the jungle, and sometimes he can't even keep up with it.
Is he going to crack? Is he going to make it? Because he cracked last week.
I don't think he's going to make it. I think that, I don't know that he'll quit, but I think that these tiny little cracks in his armor are going to be his downfall. Absolutely.
Survivor had their 10-year reunion, and you were part of that. 301 cast members. What was that like?
It was cool. 301 survivors. There were 270 of us that came. Wow. Yeah. So it was.
Did you get to meet everybody?
No, not at all. Okay. There were so many people there. It was everyone that's ever been on the show, been a part of the show. So anyone that was on the crew or the medical team, everything. Anyone that's ever worked in casting. So there were a ton of people there. There's no way that we could have met anyone. But for those of us who have been on the show that are fans of the show, walking around like kids in a candy store, just the whole time going, oh my God, I can't believe I'm meeting you. Oh my God, that's so cool. Oh my God, Richard Hatch is here. Oh my God, take my picture with Hatch. Things like that. It was so much fun. And
did you ever get your picture with Hatch?
I don't think I did get a picture with Hatch. I feel like Steven and I met Hatch, and Steven got a picture, and then I think he was supposed to take my picture, and I don't think that happened. I don't have a picture with Hatch.
Does Steven have a picture with Hatch?
Absolutely. I'm a little upset about it.
You should, well, with the 20-year reunion, assuming that Hatch isn't in jail.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we can make that happen.
Sounds good.
I'm not in jail. I haven't paid my taxes yet. Are you kidding me?
We won't tell anybody about that.
For the record, Erinn assures me that her taxes will be paid. For now, she continues to work as a hairdresser at Glow Salon near Cathedral Square downtown Milwaukee, and in the last year has been kind enough to join us here at WSSP, both at our charity golf outing and toy drive. One of the things she bought with some of her Survivor winnings, a new set of golf clubs, so maybe you'll see her on the links sometime this summer. Coming up on Monday on the Doug and Mike Show, our Selection Sunday recap. Where will Marquette and Wisconsin play? And who'll be at the Bradley Center for rounds 1 and 2? We'll see you Monday morning at 5 right here on sportsradio1250.com and AM 1250 WSSP.
Everyone? Oh no! Oh! Air! Just falling down for no reason.